Good afternoon. I'm here with Don Hodor, the Executive Director of the Southpointe Shell Chamber of Commerce, and I have a few frequently asked questions about this year's trade show.
Good. Hey, Bill, I'm be glad to answer them and save people from a lot of reading.
Okay. Good. First of all, where is it? Where's it being held?
Well, the show this year is going to be at the Southpointe Golf Club, 365 Southpointe Boulevard. And it's for those of you with GPS, you have to use Cannonsburg 15317, but it's pretty much in the middle of Southpointe.
And about what time does it start?
There's two parts to the show. One are the exhibitors, and they come in about 8, 9 o'clock, no fixed time, and set up their displays on the tables. And at that time, they help each other. The exhibitors meet, and this is a chance for them to just build acquaintances and build opportunities to network, not just for that day, but throughout the year. So from about 9 o'clock until noon, we'll have coffee and just walk around, meet each other, help each other, set up their displays. And then in addition to that, at noon, we open to the general public. The general public comes in, there's going to be lunch available. There'll even be an open bar around 3 o'clock. So from about noon until 5 o'clock, it's the general public walking around.
Oh, good. Oh, well, how do I get contacts? How do I get leads?
How do you get leads? Good question. Well, you don't just sit there at your table with your nose in your laptop all day. That won't work. And a lot of people do that, and then they come back and go, "The show didn't do a very good job for me." Instead, you want to maybe get a fishbowl, have a prize, about a $50 gift, and collect business cards. And when you're collecting, talk to the people, find out what their needs are. You have their business card now, and just engage in conversation. And that will get you your leads by the end of the day.
Oh, good. Another question is, what's the size of my area when I get here?
The area is, I hate to say this word, think more flea market. It is a trade show. It's an executive trade show. We give you a table. There's 6-foot tables and 8-foot tables that are 30 inches wide. Think banquet table. You have 2 chairs behind it, just like here, and you could put a banner behind you. Don't tape anything to the wall. Don't call and say, "I want to hang this up." You can't. Bring your own hanger, okay? A lot of people have a tablecloth that has their company name on it, and that covers the whole gamut.
Oh, good.
Tripods work good, too.
Good. What should I bring?
What to bring? First of all, most importantly, bring yourself with a good attitude and your business cards. And a lot of times, that's all you need. Of course, it's nice to have support literature for your company and just bullet points on a paper if you don't have it ready. A lot of exhibitors will take a small 32-inch TV and put a PowerPoint on it from their laptop. So we get something rotating to keep the conversation going.
Well, how many people can I bring? Can I bring my family, wife, kids?
Limited to a busload. No, I'm just kidding. Most exhibitors, there are 2 or 3 from their company, but you're not limited to bringing 4 or 5. Some people bring 20 people. Y'all can't sit behind the table, of course. There's 2 seats behind the table. But certainly, if you're an exhibitor, you can bring others with you to walk around the show.
Mm-hmm. Well, what utilities do I get?
What utilities? There will be internet, but keep in mind, there'll be 50, 60, maybe more exhibitors, so you're all sharing that bandwidth. So if you have a hotspot, bring it along. If you're doing just emails and things like that, you'll be fine. If you're going to try to download large video files, it might stop. And then we provide electric for all the exhibitors, so you'll have a plug-in underneath each table.
Okay. Well, when I get here, where do I go?
Where do you go? As soon as you pull in, there are going to be, if you know the golf club, or even if you don't, on the left-hand side, there are double doors going into the ballroom. There's also double doors in the front of the building. Pull up, unload all your equipment, and then we're going to have you park as far away from the club as possible. The reason we're going to do that is because we want your guests, your noon guests, to have close parking spaces. So we as exhibitors are going to go park on the far end. We may provide a shuttle bus and move you to another lot and then bring you back because we need the parking spaces.
Oh, good. Well, after this event, what time does it close?
Well, the event will close 4, 5 o'clock. Remember, you started out 8, 9 o'clock, and you're going to close about 4 or 5 o'clock. We'll probably have our open bar around 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, that's good.
So if you need a little martini to finish off the day, You can do that.
No, you can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll take care of that.
Yeah, I'll cover that. Yeah.
Well, do we eat? What do we eat?
No
What's-
food, you starve. No, we have around noon. We're going to have I think it's going to be a box lunch kind of thing, where a sandwich and maybe chips, apple, and something to drink. Because most exhibitors want to stay at their exhibit table. They really don't want to leave because they've made an investment of time and so forth, and they want to be there for clients that walk by.
Well, what do I wear when I?
Well, that's a good question. A lot, you can keep it business casual. A lot of the ladies will wear, blouse, skirt arrangements. Some wear suits. The guys dress like this, all the way to khakis and golf shirts with the name of your company on them. We discourage blue jeans, cutoffs, and things like that. Okay.
No Speedos
Flip-flop.
or anything like
no
that.
No Speedos, no flip-flops. Okay.
And is there anything that I can do to make it better?
Make it better. I think that if it were me, and it is me, I'm going to have our own booth in the show as well. I think the most important thing is bring your enthusiasm and asking who you are, what, where, when, why, how, what you're doing here, how can I help you, what position do you hold in your company, so you can get a feel for qualifying the person walking by your table too as well. Some people have games. They have a little golf game. It's a little tight, but they have a golf game. A little contest of some kind, a little spinner wheel that you can win a prize. Anything from a pin to a T-shirt to a Rolls Royce. No, we don't have Rolls Royces.
No Rolls.
No Rolls, not this time.
Are there going to be cars out front, or is there anything going to be?
There'll
out
be
there?
a couple vendors. We have a couple limo companies that are going to be here. We have a couple people that have ATVs, things like that. So they'll be out front.
Oh, good. Paperwork, the literature. Can I bring flyers and throw them throughout the?
No.
No.
You keep your flyers on your table and hand them out.
Okay.
That'll work.
Well, tell me, how much is this going to cost me?
How much is it going to cost? You mean, what is the investment?
What is the investment?
What
I'm
is the
sorry.
investment?
Yeah, I use that.
The investment, a table is $400. That includes your 2 chairs, your tablecloth, and also your logo on our website for the whole, till the next show, which is a half year plus, and a link to your website too as well. So your exposure goes beyond that day of the show.
Oh, good. My last question, what do I get as a corporate sponsor?
There is a position, we did talk about the $400 table. We have a premium table. What is a premium table? It's a table that's positioned a little more up front, a little more in a high exposure area, and that's $600. And then a corporate sponsorship is $2,000. That includes a name recognition on all our electronic signage, your name on the top banner on our website. Your name is you're mentioned. There's a recognition of your company several times throughout the day, and then in addition to that, there's a short video that highlights your company. That's part of the show video in general, and then of course your corporate image is on the website for 6 months.
Oh, good. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you, and
Well, good.
I really thank you for the information.
Sure, I think we covered everything. Maybe why our trade show instead of somebody else's might be a question that is posed to me. Why do I want to do this? And I think the answer to that in a nutshell is very simply this. Our show's going on 23 years. We've had almost 30 shows. We have gone past the requirement of critical mass. Most organizations have 10, 20, 30. They're trying to get the nucleus of a large group of people to get the excitement and the exchange of information. And it takes years to do that. We suffered for 5 years. That was 23 years ago. And now we're there. It's well known that the show's on. It's on major radio programs, local and in Pittsburgh, and people know and watch for the show every year. So if you're going to invest, this is the show to invest in.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me, Bill.
All right.